medicine journey right now, and the medicine is art. Because being creative is one of the most amazing things that you can do to counteract any problems that you have. So we're gonna call it creative medicine. It's a little frankincense and dragon's blood. Call in the good vibrations. And what we want to know today is what goes into making one of these. What goes into making these? So when you look at all those coils, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of prayers in each one of those. And those prayers are for alignment and joy and gratitude and appreciation, higher frequency vibrations, fusing together with lower frequency vibrations, aligning the pathway as above, so below, as within, so without. So much goes into that. So sometimes when you make art and then the crystal explodes off the top, it's probably because there is way too much energy running through that it couldn't handle it. So it did its job really fast and sent it off. All prayers received. Those prayers were that I was able to reach out to you guys out there, communicate with you, and call in the golden age. Usher it in, come together, love each other, greet each other, and meet each other with the grandest opportunities ever, using art and creativity as a way to connect the bridges as we weave together this magical life that we're in. So this magical piece you saw, I made another video about rooting in and grounding in, using how to use these things. And then just, I'll show you the other piece. All right, here we go, check it out. So the tip is perfect, but this was very long and it dropped off of above the fireplace in the mantle, hit the ground, exploded and shot this off up into the air, and it landed perfectly. And all the pieces in the middle are all gone and shattered. But the tip is super not even damaged. So I realized after being mad for only a few seconds that it must be a message. The message is, what did go into that piece? People might want to know, what do you put into your art? What do you listen to? And what do you do while you twist all that copper all together for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of your life, all the time, non-stop? Well, I listen to epigenetics and neuroscience. I listen to fractal physics. I listen to all these things while I'm making the art. So while I'm listening to these lectures and these conversations with higher frequency beings and motivational life coaching conversations and how to make yourself better, self-improvement, how to align with your spirit, how to do things that matter. I mean, I'm listening to all this stuff. I'm seeking it out on YouTube specifically. I go type in what I want to listen to, like, how do I build a house out of material that's healthy, happy, and whole and joyful for me, and how can I live in alignment with nature? So I'll type that in and videos will come up, and it'll be people having lectures about what they feel that is in their lives, that means. And then I'm like, that's nice, that's a good perspective. Then I'll go put in something else. What is a fractal? What is a hologram? And how does it work? Am I in a simulation? And if I was, how would I know? And if I was, what could I do about it? Would it be good or bad? And is there such a thing as good or bad? And then I start to listen to things like the yin and the yang and the Tao and the way and the flow and Buddhism and Hinduism. And I start to listen to religious stuff, and then I start to listen to spiritual stuff, and I start to listen to all this stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just stuff I listen to. Who cares? It doesn't mean anything. But if it does mean something and it hits me somewhere and it vibrates with me and I really feel it, then I'm like, let me access that. That's when I spin all that into here and I'm like, oh, you guys need to know about this biogeometry. You guys need to know about this sacred geometry. You guys need to know about this fractal physics. You guys need to know about this biomimicry.org. You can ask questions about how, asknature.org. You can ask questions on how you can build anything and do anything in alignment with nature so that you don't have to do it according to the other ways that we used to do things that's actually killing nature. You can ask, how can I build in alignment with nature? Yeah? Asknature.org. So what am I doing? I'm actually telling stories in the form of my art, and I know you know that already. So these stories are encoded by bringing higher frequency vibrations from the universe around us down into physical reality, to me and through me, to me and through me, to me and through me, source of all that is, to me and through me, in a creative way. I translate it for you in these pieces. So this is a translated piece of an infinite intelligent thing that comes down into a finite form and puts itself into a code. That code is the length, the width, height, how many spins, how many coils, what you're thinking while you put it in there. What was the Moldavite doing in space? How did it hit the earth? Where did these crystals come from? How did they form? What is their molecular structure? What is a molecule? What is the structure of infinity? Is it connected to me and the cellular structure inside of me? What about my DNA? How does a dodecahedron and an icosahedron fit together perfectly in a nest inside of my DNA to make my DNA? How am I no more or less than you, and how are you no more or less than me? How are we all connected in this thing called energy, frequency, and vibration? How are we all vibrating together in this, creating a divine frequency, orchestrating itself together to make a symphony that's so amazing and beautiful in this golden age? Now, all we can do is just share those beautiful things we have with each other, expecting nothing but that we're gonna have a great freaking time. So this story is to let you know that I had a great time making this. And yes, it's broke, but guess what I'm gonna do with it now? I'm going to upgrade it to being something way better than it was before, because what else are we supposed to do when we're given obstacles? Turn them into opportunities. What are we supposed to do? Quit? No way. That's when we rise up and we take the challenge and we say, thank you for helping me see it from a different perspective. Perspective I'm gonna see it from now is there's all kinds of messages blowing in the wind. And this is Merkaba language of light in the background, one of my favorite psytrance bands. Awesome. They put forth 132 hertz frequencies in their music. Lots of little
the spirit.
Yeah, good, huh? So it's good beats. Put the good beats into your magic. So what I'm doing here is I'm sitting and I'm making art and I'm creating and giving thanks, and I'm using some of these things, and I'm using a little bit of this stuff, and then I'm using a little bit of all these other elements, and when I put them all together, what I'm creating for myself is other opportunities. So this is what goes into making